Has it started?
Yes. Welcome back to Geekshow Arcade.
Oh, okay. Hey, we're back. That was just that was kind of a spicy in between where you confessed that you love me more than Landon. So that's kind of crazy. I can't believe you said that out loud.
I also am in shock. I am in shock.
I mean, I gotta
That's
go
gonna be
with
an awkward next week episode.
I think you're gonna need to go get that. I think you're gonna need to go get that trained in AI, James.
You can neither prove nor disprove any of this conversation. All right, this is Geek Show Arcade, where we talk about video games and video game related things. Huzzah!
Oh my gosh, I've been so addicted to video games lately at the worst time in my life, and I can't wait to talk about it. There's your hook at the beginning.
That's great. You didn't add anything to the notes, but we'll go with that.
Hey! James isn't a notes guy. James is an off the cuff kind of guy.
Also, didn't we talk about the mods last week?
We did not talk about the Baldur's Gate 3 mods. Nope.
Okay.
Yep, that's a topic for this week. But before we get to any of that fun stuff, it's time for...
Hopefully they bring the nudes.
Emails.
There are no nudes in these emails.
Oh, I thought we were segueing to Baldur's Gate. My bad.
Yet. Oh, yet. We haven't started that branch of Geek Show After Dark.
Where it will stay dark, so you don't have to see any of
it's
our
actually
naked bodies.
Geek Show Arcade in the dark. Absolutely.
In the dark.
No light.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
What is it, Owen?
I was gonna say it's a dark sanctuary, like they have here in Utah, the dark night sanctuaries. You ever heard of those? Yeah, where you can go see stars and no lights permitted. You have to have a certain
called like Dark Sky Sanctuary.
Dark Sky. Thank you. It was, it's pretty freaking close. Jared's not here to correct me. I'm glad you stepped in there.
Night Sky Sanctuary. Anyway,
I don't.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? Here's some emails.
James.
And this is from Cody Laboucaine. Says, this is going back to my question about listening to music from a video game played by an orchestra. I remember Tony saying God of War. Yes, I did. I'm including a link to a video on YouTube for you guys to check out. This is Memories of Mother, performed by the original singer of the song Ivor with the Danish National Symphony. Oh, that's cool.
Did you know they have music in other countries?
I did. I'm learning.
I do now.
Listening to this sent shivers down my spine. Thanks again and love you guys. And there is the, let's see.
What's this guy's name? Bobby Boucher? Bobby Boucher.
Did we want to introduce ourselves, though?
I know Cody. I'm not worried about that this time.
I'm James.
This is a good
I'm Lang.
Arcade. We help you help Arcade. Tony
and
and
you
Owen
can catch me.
and James and Lang.
And
Follow
if
us
you
here
can't
at
get
the end.
enough of me, you can just come to Comedy Sports this Friday and Saturday.
Comedy Sports, if you want to go support your local James,
Hey!
you should go do that.
Or you can come and boo
tip
me.
your wait staff.
And we have a host. His name's Tony. How you can catch me here? Blah blah blah. Twenty Tony.
And sometimes Landon.
Anyway, let's jump right into it. We got emails. Oh, we already read one. Okay, next
Tony,
email.
I thought I heard myself for a minute. That was
I know.
weird.
I know.
First
It's
5
better
minutes.
than-
Let's
it's
go,
better
people.
than that AI. It's
Very
better than that AI right there.
Very uncanny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there you go. Also, there's no actual link in this. Sorry, Cody. You didn't
Ruh-roh.
send the link.
Come on, Cody.
Right, correct.
All right.
like
You
my
know what you
dad.
should do? Go Google it, what he
Yeah.
said with his topic, and then send him the link.
It'll be
Reverse him on
Memories
that.
of Mother from the song Ivor, Eivor, with the Danish National Symphony.
You want to talk about the video games I've been playing?
No, not yet.
The
Next
orchestra just made
email.
of Danishes. Oh,
Yeah, just Danes. If you're a Viking, apparently you don't like Danes. So
I just want a Danish.
No, if you're Viking, you like drums.
Oh, right.
I'm hungry.
Okay, let's see. From Benjamin. Just remember, you wanted more mail. Not a lawyer, but listen to a few podcasts that keep tags on legal proceedings because it interests me. The lawsuit for the wrongful death was a bit more convoluted than you described. Oh, he's talking about the
Disney
wrongful
one?
death
Disney.
from Disney, yeah. That was the subject line, Disney. If I recall correctly, it was at a restaurant in the California Adventure or nearby Disney property. The restaurant was not covered by forced arbitration. What the lawyers attempted to do was apply the Disney Plus forced arbitration to the claim. Yeah. the husband.
so the restaurant was carved out, didn't have forced arbitration.
Yeah,
at the
but Disney
restaurant.
tried to apply it to the restaurants. Whatever ability to exercise
Because
that.
he signed up for a 1 week trial 2 years previous to.
Arbitration to the claim. The husband or the victim had been a member at one point in time of Disney Plus. The PR blowback was a bit more than they were expecting, so they dropped that as a possibility. You freaking think?
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
At that point, why do you give it up?
These lawyers freaking thought that people wouldn't hear about this and just have a.
You can't un-PR that
have
though,
kittens,
right?
yeah.
We already
Yeah,
know you
like,
thought. We already know you
it's
thought
already-
it. You should have just stuck
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
It's like somebody
But-
reading your internet history. It's like they can't unread it, so I'm not going to unsearch that stuff. So I might as well just keep searching it.
Yeah, but how
Right?
Pile it on.
this can't be the one time that something probably not as egregious.
Yeah,
But
well,
other things
it
that
might
have
have been.
happened.
That's what I was gonna say. It might have been applied like this on stuff that didn't include wrongful death.
Yeah.
That's what
Or-
made the headlines on this one for sure.
Or let's be like, this is going to be terrible, but if someone at an older age that like just wanted to watch freaking Pete's Dragons original signed up for it and didn't know how to
Oh yeah.
approach it or do anything about it, like
Lang, is this you? Is this you right now, Lang?
this is me.
You watching Pete's
I'm
Dragon,
Dead Alive.
Lang?
Oddly specific.
I haven't ever seen it. That just popped
Pete's
in my
Dragon's
head. That's
a
an old one.
classic,
Great
man.
one.
Hey, Petey.
Sorry, I know that.
I'm a
I know that
dragon.
show a lot. I watch that show a lot. My kids love it. It's in my head. Lives there, rent free.
What's the name of the town that they?
Potamapasi.
Arbitration.
Potamaquasi. Quadapasi.
Phrasing.
Quadamaka.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Platypus.
Patamaquasi. Quadamapasi. It's a
Panama
whole
Canal.
thing.
It's
Passamaquoddy.
Passamaquoddy.
Cannot
That's the- I was
wait
doing
for
the-
the
I
AI
was-
from this.
I was doing the bit. Tony.
Yeah.
Quasamapatty. Passamaquoddy. Quaddymapassi.
Nice.
Is it a metaphor?
All right, one more.
Watch the movie, James.
This is
All right.
from Amanda. It's entitled Pokemon and Pal World. Hey Geekshow Arcade, this is my first time emailing. I am a new listener. Okay, stop the tape for a second. A, we have a new listener, and B,
Hey,
it's a girl, Amanda. Welcome.
welcome.
You're one of one.
That's on you for assuming.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Could, I guess be a
Yeah.
guy named Amanda.
Is her,
Didn't
is her
expect
last
James to
name
be the
Hug and
progressive
Kiss?
one.
No, it's not
Oh,
Hug and Kiss.
or is
All right.
it your mom?
She'll never write in again because of this. But this is my first time emailing. I'm a newer listener. As I stated, listening when you guys came under the Geek Show, or started listening when you guys came under the Geek Show umbrella. Ah, nice. But I can see I was missing out. Oh,
True.
making me
On
blush.
what?
It says, I'm a bit behind on my podcast, so I apologize that this is a bit removed from when you were last talking about it. Anyway, I heard you guys mention none of you really play Pokemon. So I volunteer as tribute to be your Pokemon games correspondent.
Wait.
Is that really needed? No clue. But I digress.
Why not?
I have a question for her when you get done reading.
All right. Well, it's true. Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise of all time. The bulk of that is in merchandise sales. The games only make up about 6% of total Pokemon sales. This is news I did not know. Leaving roughly 93 to 94% all in merch. So Pal World isn't really cutting into Nintendo's profits unless they're selling wildly popular plushies of similarly designed characters. And even then, I'm not sure they could patent designs in a way for a lawsuit. The lawsuit
Probably
filed
one
does
that
not
heard that way.
specify what patents Nintendo feels is being infringed, but the best guess from people looking into what patents they do have for Pokemon is for the Pokeball mechanic, which does look almost exactly like a Pokemon game. We'll know more when they have to go to court. The Japanese court system is different, and I don't know any outlets that really know the ins and outs. As far as why they waited so long, hard to say. Nintendo has a history of sending out a lot of cease and desist letters to protect their IP. They're very litigious.
Yeah.
It's possible they sat on it a bit longer because they didn't want to send a lawsuit that would crush a company with legal fees if they didn't have the money to survive it. I think you're giving Nintendo too much credit.
There was some.
They're
There
giving
was
any
another
company
reason.
too much
another
They're letting
theory
the
I heard. I
fruit.
can't
They're
remember
letting the
it, though.
fruit ripen. You know.
That's right. Wait for the money
Yeah.
to be there for them to take.
Yeah. They're like, wait,
Yep.
do people?
Speculation, of course. I know we don't expect good things from companies, but Nintendo is the company where the president took a pay cut when the 3DS floundered to avoid layoffs. So their business ethics are obviously different than American companies. I will
Speaking at-
have to agree
Sorry.
there for sure. Except that wasn't the current president. That was like 2 presidents ago. I want to say that was Satoru Iwata, he was president of Nintendo for like decades. And that guy was
Okay.
awesome.
Somebody with some skin in the game. A
Yeah.
little bit of their history.
Anywho, it's that's what I know. Looking forward to the next podcast.
Cool.
Yeah, usually, Japanese business. The stuff I've read, they are far more, far less scuzzy than a lot of American.
A lot more
business.
civil.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the societal pressure over there for shame and
Exactly.
self responsibility is so much
Yeah.
higher
100%.
that it influences their business tactics.
I remember also when Sega would have gone out of business if not for, I mean, before they did go out of business, but was going to go out of business at another time. But their president stepped in and said, and he was one of the co-founders, if not the founder. Anyway, he covered all the bills for the company, basically gave him money out of his own pocket to keep the company afloat over at Sega at one point.
and that worked out great.
For a while.
Yeah.
For sure.
So anyway, well, thanks for writing in, Amanda. Glad you're enjoying the show.
Indeed.
I still
All
do
right.
Pokemon Go too.
Yeah, I got a question for her. I have been wanting to get into Pokemon ROM hacks. If she can suggest a good Pokemon ROM hack.
Okay, there you go, Amanda. Your first request as a Pokemon correspondent from James,
This is the podcast where we task you with tasks to task us.
so that we can talk about it. All right, let's talk about the big news of the week. Big news. Red Dead Redemption coming to PC, baby.
I feel like that was leading there, Tony. I don't know.
How is this game not already on the PC?
I was waiting for something else, I think.
I know you were. That's why I did it. So yeah, we will talk about this, but then there's bigger news after that.
Yes.
Not related to Red Dead Redemption, but I watched the video for this. The clip they showed looks pretty great. It's not a full-on remake or anything like that, so it doesn't look as good as Red Dead Redemption 2. But I still think it looks pretty clean and pretty nice. You can just tell, though, that it was made 13 or 14 years ago. Some of the polygons are, not as rounded on certain characters. It's not, or I should say some of the polygons are showing. It doesn't have quite as nice a lighting and stuff like that. But we're not just getting a straight port, which is nice. We're getting some niceties added for the PC launch. We're getting where'd that list go? Here we go. You're getting support for NVIDIA DLSS 3.7 and AMD FSR 3.0 upscaling. You're getting DLSS frame gen. You're getting better draw distances, better shadow quality settings, and
Does that do anything
more.
for the polygons that you're talking about?
No, it doesn't sound like they did any model
Okay.
redos, but the other things that it will have is it will include native 4K resolution and go
Okay.
up to 144 hertz.
Smooth.
It'll support 29:9 ultra wide and 32:9 ultra wide, HDR10 HDR support, full keyboard and mouse functionality. So they're making it actually worth it as long as it runs good. That's the big one. As long as it runs good on reasonable spec machines, then this is going to be a big win. But if
What's
it comes
the-
out and it's running janky, it's going to be rough.
Do they have a release date on that?
October 29th. It's only 2 weeks away. 3 weeks away.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
I never got to try those. I need
it'll
to
be
try that.
the full version with the Undead Nightmare expansion and everything. So you're getting the whole enchilada.
This coming out on what platforms?
PC.
PC? Okay. So Steam
This
will have
stuff's
it.
this stuff's already out on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. So it is the same company that did the conversions for the PS4 and Switch. What's the name of their company? Double 11. Worked on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch ports of Red Dead Redemption. And if I remember correctly, when they first came out, they were not super good, but they
A
were
little bit of a
patched.
learning curve, and
Yeah, they were patched, and I'm hoping that they spent the time so that the PC version is going to be nice out the gate. So
You get a few of these under your belt, you start to get used to the where your
game
shortcomings are.
engine and all that jazz.
Very cool.
So,
Red Dead did give me my favorite commercial in the past 10 years.
which one was that?
It's the one where the guy is at the police department, is getting interrogated. Have you guys seen that?
I don't remember it if I have.
For those of you that know, you know. We'll have to watch that real quick after this.
Nice. All right.
And I'm an old school guy. I go for that old Dead Island trailer.
Oh
it's called.
man, that was the most misleading trailer in all of gaming history. But man, that was a cool trailer.
Yeah, man. Made me feel stuff.
Yep. Poor little girl falling out the window.
She probably deserved it if we're being honest.
James is coming from a dark place today.
Yeah.
Dark place.
Dark
I'm just
James.
saying I didn't push her. Would have.
All right, let's talk about Halo. Finally got some Halo news. And in my opinion, it's looking pretty good.
Did they finally get around to canceling that awful TV show?
Oh, that was months ago, man.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's not making a comeback.
No. 343 is being renamed. Now it's just Halo Studios.
Yep.
So what else are they going to work on, you know?
Is that really
A to
it?
B.
Are they really renamed? Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Halo Studios. And they are reportedly under development with multiple projects in the Halo universe. The big one that they teased, and they teased video alpha footage of it, is the next Halo game, the next mainline Halo game running in Unreal Engine 5. And it's about a 6-minute long trailer. Not trailer. It's almost like they remember when Bungie did those mini docs back in the day before the new Halo games came out. It looks like they're going back to that well, and they're going to do mini docs on this. They've organized a section of their team, and they're calling it the Foundry, or no, Project Foundry.
Project
And
Foundry.
all that Project Foundry has been doing for a while now is making Halo out of the Unreal Engine.
Right.
And this is some of the footage they have to show for it, and it looks good.
It
It
does.
looked really pretty.
I'm sad Jaren's not here to crap on
Oh, man.
UE5.
He crapped all over our news
He
in
did.
Slack. Now, he's not completely wrong. Unreal Engine 5 does have its faults, but it is proven that if a developer takes the time, they can make it sing, and they can.
Do you
get
think they're
around
going
the
to?
issue.
These guys
Obviously,
didn't
yeah,
fix
will
the.
they take their time?
These guys have they fixed all the errors that were originally released with the game?
No,
I'm not even
but
sure if
No,
all the
but-
employees know that they changed the company name.
We're what now? The thing about changing the stuff for Halo Infinite is you're dealing with an engine that's cobbled
True.
together from pieces that are up to 25 years old.
Just
is what
sticking
I've read.
turbos on like a 2006 Honda. You
Yeah,
know.
with 250,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
They're basically putting a Hemi in a Mazda,
There you go.
Miata from
Miata. Oh, love that.
2006.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the I think that's the biggest issue with Infinite. And to be fair, they've done a good job. The Infinite multiplayer is a lot of fun. I play it regularly.
Me too.
So
I'm platinum. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Right here. Where is it? Right
what?
there. Come find me. Cuddle Beastie, Golden Lieutenant Colonel. Come get
Oh,
me.
there you go. I'm coming for you, Twyman.
I want to join forces with Twyman. Take me under your wing.
do you think
But
he's
what other-
actually Onyx?
You know what? He never. I think I don't know if he just
The
didn't he send a
he
picture.
sent was a joke picture.
I
It
know,
wasn't a real picture.
but it drove me. I'm platinum. I'm halfway through platinum right now. I'm almost a diamond.
So
That's halfway
question-
to diamond.
Question on the other. What other stuff? No offense. Like, what other Halo items go
So-
with Halo? Like, I don't.
They had
The
that.
they own,
They
like,
had
the
that
film
real.
rights?
They had that RTS one, right? They had that Halo Wars.
and
Oh,
I
dude,
never
I gotta
played
tell you,
it.
Halo Wars 2 is so much fun on the computer. I don't know how anybody plays it on like the Xbox, but if you got
'cause you
Game
can't-
Pass,
Yeah, you can't play an RTS game with a controller. You gotta have.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
keyboard
sense.
mouse,
Mouse,
you know?
yeah.
Yep.
freaking
So,
dumb.
But that was a one and done though.
2 and done.
There was two of
Halo
them.
Wars and Halo Wars 2.
But
you
that being
had-
said, like
you also had
I was an
ODST,
RTS guy.
and you
That's
had
true.
Reach.
ODST was a great
Yep.
Halo game too.
But are those are first person still?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
ODST
just
was
trying to-
specifically an offshoot, but
Yeah.
I think
It's
we've
a
talked about it
story, I
before. ODST, I feel like, was kind of a missed opportunity. Like, they really should have gone the route of Jedi Academy, where, because like orbital drop shock trooper is in the name. You should have picked and had multiple drops. Like, it would be awesome if you were on a strike team or something.
right.
But
Well, they
like,
could
they
do that
didn't follow that.
They could do that in another game, but the whole point of ODST was you're one of the troopers after your
It was
ship got destroyed. And
yeah,
you're just
so
trying
this
to
was-
make it back to the rally point.
Oh, no,
basically.
And
Yeah,
so this
I
is
know,
just, you know,
it's
this
dumb.
is just to boost Master Chief's reputation, because it's kind of like we're these orbital drop shock troopers. We come in and we're like seeing Master Chief destroy. Like, it's just another
run the
perspective of what
table.
Halo,
Yeah.
of what Master Chief did in New Mombasa or whatever it was.
Yeah, as a ODST, you were a lot more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing was to boost everybody's awe of Master Chief. We already knew he was awesome because we've seen the cinema and he's got AI and he jumps around, he can dual wield and whatever. But then all of a sudden to see these regular troopers, like, and the ODST troopers are not your run of the mill. Like, these
No,
are the baddies, right? These are the
yeah,
these are
they're
the
Delta Force. They're the SEALs.
and so
you know?
to have them be like, whoa, it was a cool perspective from the same timeline. So
Yeah.
They didn't say specifically what else they're working on, but it's rumored that they're doing a Halo Reach remaster. That's a rumor I
Okay.
saw. So I
What
don't know.
for?
Take that with
I'm
a grain
too
of
afraid
salt.
of Halo Reach, because that's a critical moment in the story of that, and the show didn't. I feel like the show,
Well, they only gave it like
yeah, the TV show
a
didn't give
mention,
it.
basically.
Yeah,
with the
and-
fall of
Yeah.
Reach. You know, you got
fall-
it. You got a little bit of it at the end of one episode, and then
Yeah.
the next episode was like, well, Reach is dead.
But with
You know,
but
Reach
with
has been
Halsey,
glassed.
like
Yeah.
in the canon with Halsey and stuff, that's like the genesis of where everything starts to unravel when they realize that
Yep.
that the Master Chief, the Halo troopers, whatever, the Spartan program wasn't for aliens originally.
Yep.
You
Reach was the inflection point
Yeah.
where the UNSC realized our problem isn't civil disobedience among the other humans. Our problem is the aliens now.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
no,
just
at that
repurpose
point-
this. We were
Yep.
going to use these on people.
Yep.
But let's put them to aliens, and that worked
Exactly.
out.
Actually, not to correct you guys, but the reason why Reach was so important was because it was part of the inner colonies. Harvest was actually the first planet to fall to the Covenant. So go ahead and write that down.
No, you're right.
They call it Harvest because of that's where they got the kids from.
Harvest was just the name of the planet. They harvested the kids from all over the place.
All over, yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't start taking the aliens seriously until Reach, I thought.
Yeah, and that's
No,
also
they'd never
where they
won a
start-
battle, and they didn't lose. Well, and they had like the prerogative or the whatever orders to, like, if your ship is at any point in distress with the Covenant, you have to blow it up because we can't let them find where the core planets are.
Right,
Once
yeah,
they
yeah,
found
I
Reach,
remember.
that's where they got all the rest of the information about the humans.
I remember that. Yeah. Yep.
Actually, I added something. Take that, Landon, in your face.
You're probably over 118 words now.
Yep.
Some
Good job.
bets.
New high score.
So
Put
yeah,
your
I'm-
initials in.
and the
I will.
So going back to the Unreal Engine usage for this new game, I am not too worried about it because there is another development team at Microsoft named the Coalition. You might have heard of them.
They
They're
got.
the
Did they come in with one of the acquisitions?
They are well, kind of. The Coalition was started because Microsoft owned the rights to Gears of War, but Gears of War was developed by Epic. And so Epic made a deal with Microsoft where a bunch of their developers that worked on Gears of War broke off and formed the Coalition under Microsoft years ago.
So they're actually owned and
They are
operated
owned
by.
wholly by Microsoft. They're a
Nice.
first party developer. And the Coalition is one of the developers out there that can make Unreal Engine just absolutely sing. None of the same issues you see other dev teams have with Unreal Engine. Coalition never has any of those issues.
That's cool.
And so if Halo Studios runs into issues here, I mean, literally,
They should just tap
all
those
they need
guys.
to do is tap those guys and say, "Hey, we're having some problem with this part of the engine. Can you come give us a hand?" And if Microsoft puts any barriers between that,
if they have a brain in their head, they'll
if they have two
probably
brain cells to bang together, they'll let them cross pollinate.
or even require,
Yeah.
even have them
Yep.
vetting and doing QA.
So
Because the pictures, I'll be honest, the pictures and the screenshots and the image that you have, the lighting in this is amazing. Like,
looks good.
it looks amazing. Like, you don't put a lot. I don't put a lot of thought into that because I play the first person, but like the cutscenes and the stuff that you're seeing here, Unreal Engine 5 has some major potential.
Yeah.
To
Well, and they showed a couple of clips from a few different biomes. You've got the classic biome that's like the Great Northwest in the U.S., your or Pacific Northwest. You've got frozen tundra style biome, and then also a biome that's been taken over by the flood that just looks
which they call what do they call
absolutely
that? The Badlands or the
something like that.
something?
Yeah, I forget from
That's
the,
dope.
I forget from the video. And then there's also on this IGN article, there's a screenshot of a close up of the Magnum, and man, that gun looks freaking good. You could see the brushing on the metal. Oof,
Nice.
the Blightland. The Blightland.
See, I like
yeah.
Unreal Engine 5, but have you been seeing some of the stuff that's been coming out using AI video over the top of video games?
Just the stuff that NVIDIA has kind of thrown in there a little bit. Well, no, that was more AI NPC creation. Not what are you talking about?
It's like you would have, I've seen it with like Fortnite, where they would have like a little big planet overlay on top of it. So you're playing Fortnite and everything looks like it's made out of fabric.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yep,
a lot
I've
of
seen
stuff
some
on
those.
TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff has been coming out with Grand Theft Auto. They throw like the real life filter on top of it, and it just looks phenomenal. I wonder what the intensity is of something like that with your graphics card,
So
where you're
they-
just applying a filter over the top of it versus actually having it process like the graphics.
Well, that's what the question is. Is it a filter or is it actually reprocessing the graphics to change them? There's I can't remember what it's called, a thing that NVIDIA pushed out that people are starting to play with. RTX Remix, I think is what it's called. And you can take an old game and run it through this AI upscaling algorithm that uses your GPU when you're recompiling it, and it ups the resolution of the textures. It completely changes the lighting to fully ray traced lighting. Like, it just adds in all the bells and whistles to make it look
How
really
intense is that
good.
for your GPU?
Well, so once if I understand it correctly, it is quite intense for your GPU because it's running a lot of ray tracing and things like that. But you actually do it before you play the game, so it re-renders it and then recompiles it as a new file.
So it's not doing it in real time. You
It's
do
not
it
doing it in
once
real time,
and then you
no.
and then you
Yeah.
run it after.
Right. Yep. At least that's my understanding. So, all right. Let's talk about what do we got here? Okay, let's talk about BG3 mods, and then let's talk about fighting game trolls.
Okay. Baldur's Gate 3, the patch 7,
Mods are loose, baby.
it gave mods, and I can't tell you the flood that I've seen. You can now do anything. There are people dedicated running through the code, restoring endings and dialogue that was
stuff, yeah.
cut stuff that they just left in because it was easier just to leave it. They're restoring that. People are digging through everything, but since patch 7 released, there's been over 15 million mods created for this game already.
No. 15 million downloads.
Oh, downloaded.
1,000
Yeah, sorry.
uploads of
Yeah,
mods.
1,000 uploads. So, that's right. So downloaded more than 15 million mods. So,
Yeah.
so they're it's going crazy. You can do they're having shrinking players. You can have a whole little people version of your team. Little person. I don't know what's the politically correct term.
Little person.
Is it little person?
Yeah.
You could do that. You can.
I mean, canonically in Baldur's Gate, they're just dwarves.
Right. Yeah. So, but I've just some of the mods I've seen are just people are just going ham with this, and people have been waiting with it for a long time. You can change the dialogue. You can mod basically everything. And
I saw people making completely new areas for you to play in.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's the official toolkit, you have access to low level stuff.
Yeah, all the
And
way down.
You can make whatever you want out of it. I'm sure that there will be plenty of spicy mods coming down the pipe.
Ooh, here's to hoping.
But this new patch 7 also added, it says an absolutely metal ending for Karlach, and a hidden evil ending for her. And
Did you ever finish it?
I did not. I'm super close, but I didn't. I got choice paralysis, and then it flew out of my orbit, and then I got the ROG Ally, and I downloaded it, and because it took so long to download, just because it's a big game, and by long I mean longer than 5 minutes.
Your attention already went somewhere
flew
else.
out of my orbit again. So I have not finished it. I ashamedly say, but this makes me want to. Not really, because I don't want to get into mods. Like, I ain't trying to play
need to
oxygen
play
not
it
included with mods and stuff.
You need to play it
Oh my
before the
gosh.
mods get crazy, so that you don't get confronted with decision paralysis with the
Right.
mods.
Just be like, you know what? I know that there's a lot of choices here, but just take them all away except for two.
You know
want
what?
A
I know
or
this.
B.
I know me. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Can you give me two choices? I'm easily influenced, and I just need two, A or B. And then you have to tell me which one's better, and then I'll just choose that one. Could you just
Which
choose
is
it for me?
ironic.
You know what?
Just choose
In
for
fact,
me.
could you just make a movie of this? Like, can we just get to the cut to the quick, and I'll just watch a show of it? Like, there you go. I don't need that.
Yep.
Anyway, there
There
you
you
go.
go. Mods are live.
Patch 7 it came out September 9th, which was about a month ago now, but it's not going to be. They also announced it won't be the last patch,
Yep.
which a lot of people thought. So they have news of a new patch coming out for it.
Nice. All right, Lang, let's talk about some fighting game trolling.
I mean, what do I always talk about here?
Fighting
games. So last month I was talking it up how the Marvel vs. Capcom collection was coming out. It did. It's been a lot of fun playing that and realizing how old I am because I really still suck at it. But the funny thing is that other folks that had not tried it before and were low tier that went on to online play got trolled so hard that they were asking for refunds because the MVP, Justin Wong, the one, the only from Moment 37, everything. This guy took a completely different name and just dogged people to the point where they were asking for refunds. And it's
So he
going
just went and
everywhere.
He just went and punched down for a while.
Yep.
Yeah,
Michael
exactly.
Jordan came to your junior high b-ball court and said, "Get ready."
And put in some real effort though. Like he didn't pull punches. He was like,
he did
no.
not
Oh,
know.
sweetie, what's that mark on your forehead?
Like
Oh.
a seventh grader trying to throw a shot up, and he's no.
Yeah. So
No
Justin
Hadouken
Wong,
for you.
Yeah, he came and it was noticeable on how many people were like, "No, I want my money back," because he kicked our trash so hard.
That is so funny.
So I'm torn because it's like, yeah, he's the best, but it's like,
Why did he
I don't
do
know.
that though? Like
because
You
he
can be the
can
best and be a douche at
but
the same
like,
time.
yeah, can you
Yeah.
be the best and be a douche at the same time?
That's his career, though. What else is he gonna do? He is,
Yeah.
he is top tier.
like you just have a bad day, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go beat up some kids.
Come on, Day. I'm sure you
No,
did that for weeks.
Dude, Owen, if nobody was looking, you can't tell me that,
I don't
Yeah,
see
but
a
I would
problem.
never
I don't see a problem
knowingly
with
beat
this.
up a child.
I don't
Never
see a
knowingly.
problem with this.
No,
No.
you don't.
I don't either.
I
I
think-
don't see
the-
it because
I
you're
think these
signing
mean, it's a
up for it.
game. It's a game, so I'm not like people were asking for their money back. I'm like, just come back another day when he's not
When
whooping
he's
on
not
you.
sitting
you know,
there, yeah.
It's not like he's on.
yeah, or
it's not
just
like
get
he's
good.
out
There you
there.
go.
Get good.
Get
That's what you should
good.
say. I bet that. Let me go check his Twitter because I bet you that's what he said. Get good.
But the amount of refunds that came because of him that was noticeable, I found very profound.
That is
That's just what he
hilarious.
does.
How many people? Do we have a number? How many people?
No,
I
because
don't see it in the article.
no, because there's Reddit forums on this, but this made it all the way to Rolling Stone. That's where this.
But
article
enough
got
people
to.
did it that it was impactful. Like enough people
Yes.
that some
Also,
people thought is.
Let me just say, it's nice to see a 38-year-old not getting their butt kicked by a high-pitched 12-year-old.
You know what? Maybe this is my
online.
spirit animal.
There you go.
Right?
See?
Like
Yeah.
like,
Owen, this is what I'm talking about.
To be super fair,
To be fair,
super fair.
sometimes after I've played Halo with my kids and it ranked me down because they're not so great, and then I go play by myself and it has to recalculate and like
Yep.
because it messed. Like I'm not gonna say that I don't have a fun time
See?
in the lower ranks. Like
see?
so, I guess I'm just a hypocrite.
No,
Hey,
like
no.
Or maybe I just flip flopped and now I agree with him. That's better. I'm
don't
not a
see it.
hypocrite. I'm a flip flop. Is that
I don't see
a
anything
waffler?
wrong with him doing this.
Okay.
Yep. I found
Especially
it very profound.
Well, and
I see
especially
something
since
wrong
it's
with his
not like he's-
mustache, though.
It's not like
Sorry.
he's cheating, you know? This is just him
No.
being good. It'd be
He's
another
just-
thing
he
if
is
there
that
was
good.
a cheater. You don't like his mustache in the picture?
Nope.
It's not very good.
I haven't
But-
played online play yet, so it makes me even more scared to jump on there. So I'll let you know if I run into him.
Yeah, if you run it, what's his name on here? Wasler?
Wazzler is his fake name.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Usually
That's
it's
what he plays
something.
under.
Yeah, it's something Justin Wong-ish if it's really, really hip. So
Nice.
Is that? But Wasler's the one he's coming in and kicking people around with.
That's what the article said,
now that
yeah.
it's called out, who knows?
Nobody
So-
will play
I'd
with
switch
him
it
anymore.
up if I wanted to keep punching down at
like
kids.
who
right.
was it? It was
Billy
I don't
Madison,
know.
you're all in
Like that's
big
actually
trouble.
that's actually like a good thing though. Like can you imagine if like you got into a Magic the Gathering game and Brandon Sanderson kicked your butt? Right? You'd be
I'd
like,
feel honored.
I'd get a shirt that says I got my
Right?
butt kicked by Brandon Sanderson. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
I was one of the people that he decided to hurt, and I'm okay
I think
with
it's-
it.
Do I get a
It's-
T-shirt that says I've been in his house before? Am I missing something?
I've been in his house before, and the Dragon Lair. It's awesome.
I also think
Yeah,
it's
isn't it?
good. I also think it's good for kids online to know that they're not good.
Yeah.
They're
You
not
know
the
what?
best
Sometimes-
at it. There's
you know what?
someone out there
Sometimes
that's better than
We
you.
owned
Yeah.
it first.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes if you talk trash, you get your trash kicked.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
That's
All right.
Owen talking to every internet kid.
Yeah. Sometimes if you teabag me, I'm gonna spend the whole rest of the match shooting the wall with my rocket launcher and kill myself.
And yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it a lot.
All right, and last but not least, we're back to Nintendo and their litigious ways. They have come after Ryujinx, the emulator
Yeah.
for
Gone.
Switch, and
It-
it is
they folded.
now gone. And that is the end of the Switch emulators, at least from the core.
Yeah,
Uh,
and from
two
an
that were
update
out there.
standpoint, from an
Rare
like you
Genix
can
isn't
still
going to get updates anymore.
Yeah.
There are offshoots of a few of these that other people picked up what was out there and ran with it, but who knows how long those projects are going to go
Yeah.
for and things like that. So
like if it doesn't stay open source and free, that's when they start coming after you. Is if you start Ryujinx were they charging people for
no,
theirs?
Ryujinx, I don't think Ryujinx, there's no mention of it making money or that they had a Patreon or anything like that.
Right.
I think they just decided, okay, we're
Still get your hands on. I mean, Switch. Are we expecting anything new from Switch in that way?
I was gonna say,
Like, does it matter? Like, if you got the latest version, are you good? Were they still working
the
stuff
only,
out?
The
like,
only thing that you won't be able to do is there's some new games that you won't be able to play because they require updates to the emulator. But if
Yeah.
you have a version of this or Yuzu right now, it'll play everything that's already out.
right? Yeah, I mean,
So-
you're not missing out on a ton. Are they? What new games are they still releasing for the Switch? Like new games?
Well, lots,
'Cause I
man.
think
You got
everything's
that new Zelda game that just came out
Oh,
last
true.
week or 2 weeks ago.
I thought they were kind of holding their breath. Everybody's holding their breath, waiting for Switch 2.
Not Nintendo. They're still putting games out.
Yeah, I felt my tinfoil hat get a little tight around my noggin when seeing this because I feel like if they mess with any of the backwards compatibility and make their own emulator like they have on the Switch for all the older consoles, this is me going way out there, but I feel like they see like, oh, we could do that too, and hold on to everything.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So did they shut down Ryujinx, or did they buy them? Like fold them in? Did
They
or just cease and
what
desist
it
and shut
said
them down?
was the person who ran it was contacted by Nintendo and offered an agreement to stop working on the project.
An agreement sounds like money.
So we don't. Nobody knows for sure if they paid him something to stop, or if
Right.
the agreement was stop or we'll
else.
sue you.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
more Nintendo's.
That's more
Nintendo's
style. Yeah.
style. But the fact they didn't say that. Usually,
Yeah.
Nintendo's also very vocal about that. They like to make an example.
Yeah. So
be
the
like,
fact that
"Don't."
they did it quietly
Yeah,
is a little.
it's a little bit
different, for
outside
sure.
of their.
But this
outside
is
of their
it's just proof that you actually don't even really need to go through the legal system to get stuff done. Sometimes, if you're big enough,
Yeah.
you can just go over to someone and say you should stop or else.
Are you emulating our game, bud?
Yeah. And
You should
and
stop
then it doesn't
that.
even have to go to the courts. They just say, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, mafia.
I don't
style.
wanna
My
go-
bad.
It really isn't. It really more. It's some more like Yakuza
Mafia
style, right?
yeah, Yakuza style. You know, if you don't stop, well,
It's a pretty nice looking face you got
There'll
there.
be
Hate
some
to have anything happen to it.
there'll be some court subpoenas if you don't stop.
Yeah,
I don't
Got
You
a
got
lot
two
of nice
nice-
property here.
you got you got a couple of nice thumbs there. It'd be a real shame if one of those got sheared off in some kind of
You like playing
katana
games?
related incident.
You like playing games with those thumbs? Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
a shame if you couldn't.
Couldn't. Real nice thumbs you got there. I don't have a Boston accent, but imagine that with a Boston accent.
Hey, guy,
No,
got any
that's not a-
cheese? No,
You don't.
that's
You
not-
don't have a Boston accent either, James.
Boston.
No,
You
I
got a
sure
Boston-
don't.
You got a Boston accent. There you go.
Boston,
Boston. with
bankrupt.
All
Macaw.
right. On that note, we're
Macabre.
gonna end
Yeah,
the
let's do
show.
it, James. Let's do this.
Barnacles.
Barnacles.
Oh, so I've been playing a bananas bout of Balaltro lately. Just a heads up, if you're playing it on the phone,
It will kill your battery.
you're probably a part of a glitch
What's the
because
glitch?
all of the
'Cause
blinds and all of the cards are supposed to switch every round. But there's a common glitch on iPhone right now where the blinds are staying the same every round. They're not randomizing.
Oh,
Little fun fact.
I still haven't been able to beat that game.
We define beat.
You're supposed to go through 8 levels of antes. I've never.
You
been
haven't
able-
beaten one?
No, I've never been able to get past 6.
How?
So when I say 8 levels, I mean there's 3 antes, right?
Mhm.
And you're supposed to go through 8. In a
8
row.
bosses.
8 times 3.
8 in
right?
a row, so 24 hands. And I've never been able to go all the way through without losing.
Have you done it, James?
Oh yeah. Like every time you beat a deck, you unlock like a new hardness to that deck, and it goes all the way up to I want to say gold. And I've gotten gold on one of the decks.
Screw this game. I'm done.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You got to play
Losing
the black
interest.
duck to unlock the checkered deck. And then once you have the checkered deck, to me, that's the easiest deck to play because all of the cards are either spades or hearts. So you can always play flushes. So then you have a deck to gear it towards. But, yeah, you just got to play it, man. Got to get good.
I've put hours into this game over the last 2 weeks.
You didn't
I
know
don't
that yet?
understand that. That's the thing is like you're a really good gamer. So it weirds me out that you still haven't beaten a single one. You know, like you're always supposed to put the mute cards in front of the timesing mute cards, right?
What?
So the joker's up on top. The
Yeah.
order matters in what you do with the jokers. So you can actually like move the jokers around.
The order matters?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because like, okay, let's say
Maybe-
like I
maybe
have
this is
a
part of why I've never won.
if I have like the wrathful joker that is +3 mute for a spade card, I want to put that all the way over on screen left, on my left.
By
Screen right,
mute,
I guess.
by mute, you mean multiply?
Yeah. But
Okay,
like there's
'cause that's
multiply,
different than
like
mute.
well, kind of. So they have multiply 3
Not
for the mute, right? But then they also have times a certain number.
Oh, and you want
And
to put
those
the
are the
times
cards
one
that
at
you
the
want to
end,
put on your right.
Oh, okay. That's a good tip. I'm gonna have to
A little
take
pro tip
advantage
for
of
you.
that. Yep.
Just
Little
the
pro
tip.
tip. Just the tip.
All right. Thanks for
Just the
making
pro
it to
tip.
the end of this episode. We appreciate you, and big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/geekshow our /helpdesk arcade. And if you donate $6 a month or more, you get a shout out on the air, which Owen has for us right now.
I
We're going
do.
to see if he can stay on target this
Stay
time
on
all the way
target.
through.
I won't need any. I won't need any help. I already need help.
Sure.
Here we go. Aaron Faulkner, David.
Oh, he's going good.
Connor Keesaw, and what do you call a cow with 2 legs?
Kerr.
What?
Your mom. Ha, gotcha.
Boom. Roasted.
These are super. These are our tech daddies. We love these guys.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Now let's say the rest of them here. Adam, be the 8-year-old. DP, Eric Cruz, Eric Steinman, Jason Eatman, Jeremy Kelso, Matt Nelson, Michael Shane, Mies Chones, No Mole Climbs That Can't Be Mountain Killed Over, No Name No Color, Ryan, Stuart Lloyd, The In Between Rating plus 10. The Problem with Society is Meatballs is Tasty. Tony, the Home Theater Greek Geek. Travis Johnson, buy Geek Show Arcade Help Desk stickers at Pieman Graphics on Etsy. All proceeds go to Lee George Cade's medical bills. True King of Synthos, and Wesley.
All right.
You
Thanks
guys are
so
great.
much, Patreon backers. You are awesome indeed. And and it's still your turn. But before we go, I gotta get some music going.
Not till you tell me. Yep, not till you tell me.
That's right. So thanks for making it to the very, very end and for the download. Lang, thanks for coming in this week and replacing Jaron. James,
My
it's
pleasure.
always good to see you as well.
Thanks for taking over for that lout.
Taking over for
Lando.
Go Dodgers.
Loughton.
Loughton.
All right. Take
Lout.
us out, Owen.
Hey, we hope you care.
I do.